Hi, I'm back. It's Monday morning. I apologize, I had to take the weekend off. You know what? Sometimes you just have to recharge your own batteries. And so I hope you all found ways to do some self-care, to relax, connect with old friends or family who aren't real close. That's what I did this weekend. So I'm hoping you had a good weekend as best we can have in all of this. So let's go ahead and get started for today, okay? So we're going to come to the top of your mat. I am once again not in the most ideal location, but when you are quarantined with 5 people in your house and they're students or professors, you make do the best you can. So you're coming to the top of your mat, heels underneath knees, underneath hips, underneath shoulders. Again, because so many of us hold our tension in our shoulders and our necks, go ahead and roll our shoulders back and down. Turn your head from side to side if you have to. We're going to warm up the legs a little bit by coming into our forward fold. So when you're ready, leading with that breastbone. As you exhale, we're going to go ahead and come forward, dropping your head, tucking your chin in. We want the sacrum to act like it can lift toward the ceiling, even as we're trying to bring the crown of our head down toward the floor. Hands come wherever they come for you. When you're ready, on an inhale, we'll do that half lift. Hands come to either your shins or your thighs, and you lengthen your spine. And then exhaling, we're going to soften right back down toward the ground. Now, because again, a lot of us have tightness, go ahead and sort of alternate those arms, stretching through your back, stretching through your shoulders. Maybe you touch the floor, maybe you don't. Don't worry about that part. But just kind of stretching through your back. Then when you're ready, hands are going to come to either side of your left foot. As you inhale, you're going to plant that right foot back as far as you can. Now the heel of that right foot is coming toward the wall behind you. It's not trying to come to the floor. And now we're going to try and lift up. So when you're ready, on your inhale, hands come to the tops of your thighs, maybe to help you first. Then breathing in, we're going to try to come to our high crescent lunge. Arms overhead like with warrior one. Doing your best to keep those shoulders back and down, and you drop in as low as it's comfortable for you to drop. Okay, so you hold that as long as you're comfortable. When you come to an exhale, bringing your hands down back to the mat, either side of that front foot. And then breathing out once again, come to down dog. Again, go ahead if you need to pedal your heels or adjust your hands. You're bringing your heart as close as you can toward those thighs. You're dropping your head low. Eventually you center that left foot. Inhale, pick up that right, and try to swing it through the top of your mat. Again, if you miss it, pick it up, jump it, step it, haul it to the top. Get yourself nice and anchored. Hands come to the tops of your thighs to help you lift. If you're struggling, just keep your hands right here. Something wrong with it. If you need to come back down, come all the way back down. It's okay. When you're ready, if you want, inhaling your high crescent lunge. You can bring your fingers into mudras too. Sometimes it helps you focus. All right, with your next exhale, hands coming back down. Bring ahead and step that left foot back to the top. Hug yourself a little bit closer. Inhaling will come up. All right, releasing your hands, we're going to come to the center of your mat. And we're going to do triangle pose. So you're going to turn your left toes out. Heel lines up with the arch of the right foot. Maybe you can kick your heel a little wider. Again, that's based on your ankle. Hips and heart square off. Once you feel steady, breathing in, we add the arms up. Exhaling, you come out. Your hand comes anywhere from the top of your thigh all the way down. Now, if you're really tight in that top shoulder, go ahead and just wrap that arm around. Playing around with your spacing. On an inhale, we're going to lift up. I'm going to kick my back foot a little bit further out, bringing my hips around. We're going to come into a reverse triangle. If you have props at home, like a block, you can use it. If you can reach the floor, you can do that. But if you can't reach the floor or the prop is too low, you can just bring your hand to the outside of your front leg. So my right hand will come behind me. Palm is up, left hand's in front of me, palm is down. And when I exhale, I'm going to sweep that right hand around. And I'm going to bring it to the outside of my left leg, bringing my heart out in that direction. Now, if it's comfortable, like I said, you can drop all the way down. You can use a block, hand to the floor, Top hand can lift, but it's okay too to leave it wrapped around your waist. Okay, when you're ready, inhaling, we're gonna turn both sets of toes long ways, wide angle forward fold. Drop your head, tuck your chin. Always feel free to play around with distancing. If your feet are too wide, walk them in a little bit closer. If they're too close, walk them out a little further. Big toes try to come in a little bit, heels kick out further. Now, you're letting the crown of your head come lower to the ground. It does not have to touch. If you'd like to get that bigger stretch, I usually walk my hands a little bit further in front of me. And then you're making a motion as if you could slide the floor out from underneath you. Obviously, you can't do that, right? So as you make that motion, you come down and down and down, and maybe your head touches. Your feet stay to the floor. If your head doesn't touch, that's okay too. When you're ready, inhaling, we come up. Walk those feet a little bit closer together. Now right toes turn out. Hips and heart come around. Miranda, you're making a face at me. What'd I do?
You're just like Spider Woman. You're really flexible.
I love you. Oh, all right.
This isn't how I pictured my first kind of camera debut, but you know.
We're going to do the other side. Breathing in. When you're ready to exhale, come into your triangle. Again, play around. What do you need to do with that top hand? Does it go up? Is it coming around you? Where do you need to land? Your heart's nice and broad and open. So you're expanding from that breastbone outward, both sides. When you're ready to inhale, coming up, I'm going to kick my heel out a little bit further, bringing my hips around. Left hand behind me, palm up, right hand in front of me, palm down. Sweeping across the sky with that back hand and coming somewhere on the outside of your leg. I prefer wrapping my arm, honestly, in this pose. It's a little more comfortable, a little more stable for me. You do what works best for you. Again, you can come all the way down. You can stack up. Playing around. When you're ready, inhale, walking your hands to center, turning those toes again. Drop your head. Breathing in, we're going to come up. We're going to jump or step your feet together. You're all stretched out. Feel free to do more. Do whatever pose speaks to you. Go and enjoy what you can of today. It's kind of gray and icky, but do your best. Have a good day. Namaste.